Hi everyone. So today I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of how to use Mendeley, the citation application. It's super easy. It's compatible for both Macs and PCs, so that's awesome. And yeah, today I'll be doing it off of a PC. Off of a Mac. So it may be slightly different than a PC, but in general it will be pretty much the same. So I'm just going to do this quick screen recording and walk you all through it. That way, in case you may be confused by the how-to document, this video will super easily and super quickly kind of explain everything. So first I'm going to go to PubMed, just because PubMed is a great database for different references. And as a UMich student, you have the ability to get a free access to all of the papers here, which is really awesome. So first, let's find a paper that we want to cite. So let's say we want to cite a paper that our lab actually published. We can type in the search terms HIV and adolescents and David Cordova, since he's our PI. That way we'll get one of those papers. So let's see, first one that pops up is this paper, our second to most recent article, and as you can see there's a lot of other papers with David here because we searched his name. So let's just pick this first one that was published in PLOS ONE, and let's say that we want to talk about HIV rates in our paper, so we're going to cite this paper that already found some cool findings on that subject. So what we can do is one of two things in how we can get this citation in Mendeley itself. So we can either go to the PMC full text, so we can click here, which we will be brought to the actual article so we can read the entire thing. And then we can go to where it says PDF, and then we get the PDF version, and then we want to download that, and we can save it as whatever. So we can do Cordova paper Mendeley example, and that saves to our computer. And then what we want to do is open up the Mendeley application. So we will click that. And one thing that I like to do is Mendeley is super awesome. You can organize things based on papers. So this folder has all of the papers and citations that we used for our last R01 proposal. So it can just be however you want to organize it based on how your own brain works. It's great. So I'm just going to create a folder that is going to be example of references. So boom, I got this folder here. And the way to get our PDF into Mendeley is you want to click this add button. And then you can see that it's accesses the document saved to our computer, and here is our paper right here, so we just want to double click that, and then boom, it shows up right here. It has the title of the article, the authors, the journal it was published in, all of the things that we could possibly need for a citation. So the second way to do this is to download what's called the RIS file or RIS file. So I'm going to use a different paper, so we're going to go back to PubMed and just do the second paper here. So instead of clicking PMC and downloading the PDF, we are going to download the RIS file, and depending on the journal or the paper, it might be a slightly different location, but here we're going to click Cite. And then if you are just formatting it and you just need the reference, you can quickly reference this and just paste that into Word, but we want to download the citation file so we can upload it into Mendeley. So sometimes it's a RIS, sometimes it's a NBIB. Either way, it's created for this external citation software. So we can go ahead and download that. And it'll save it however it is previously named. And then what we're going to do is the same thing. Go back over to the Mendeley application, add, and then upload that file. And just like the PDF was, we have the title here, the authors, all the good information that we need for our citation. So that's how you upload documents into Mendeley. Now we want to actually put the citations to use. So then we're going to open up Word, and I'm just going to create a new file, a blank document, and let's just say this is Lit Search Paper. References example. So let's say we have some text on HIV. So we have HIV is a prominent public health problem in the United States, particularly for African American men who have sex with men. All right, so that is our sentence, and that's going to need a reference, a citation to kind of back up that statement that that's being made. So what we want to do is go to References, click that tab, and again, it may be a little bit different if you have a PC, but it should be here. And then we have the Mendeley add-in. That's why you need to download that portion, because then it'll show up right in Word. That plugin is super useful. So now what we want to do is, depending on the citation format, we can either format it based off of different journals or APA, ASA, whatever citation form. So for this purposes, we'll just use APA because it's a common reference that we use. And then we'll just hit OK. And then now we want to insert the actual citation. So we'll go to Insert here. And then we want to say Go to Mendeley, and it'll take us right to the application. And we just highlight whichever paper we would like to cite. So I'm just going to do the first one, and then I'm going to click Cite up here. And now, sometimes it's a little goofy, but it should still work. And now it's formatted right here. Boom, Cordova 2019. And then that citation has been entered. Say we want to do a different format, we just click Journal of Adolescent Health, which uses a number system, and it'll change it automatically to that other reference format. So super easy, super quick way to transition everything. Super awesome program. So now, say we have a full paper and we want to do a bibliography. So we are going to do references here. And just right up on the same reference tab, we're going to do Insert Bibliography. And boom, it gives you the whole format of the entire paper, all the authors, the title, the journal, the version, all that good stuff. Anything you could need for a citation, already formatted to that previous citation that you picked. So if we want to switch back to APA, we can just click that, and it will automatically update that reference into a slightly different format. So pretty easy, super cool. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. More than happy to explain further. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the way Mendeley works. Like I said, super easy, quick way to just insert your citations. You do want to double check that once you upload a paper that it's the correct paper. Sometimes authors may be cut out, so you want to check that you have all those authors in there. And yeah, if you want to enter a website or a paper that doesn't have either the PDF or the RIS file, you can upload it manually. And the way you do that is to add and add file. Oh, sorry, that's actually the correct way. Add entry manually. And then you can say you are citing something from the CDC, so you can say it is from a web page, whatever the title is. Authors would be Centers for Disease Control, CDC, and then you can enter in the URL down here. And it'll save there. Obviously, you'd probably need a little bit more information, but that's how you can add in other forms of references that aren't necessarily on a PDF or a formal paper. So that's pretty much it. I hope that that was helpful. Again, let me know if you have any questions or get stuck along the way.